Once Rosie got the full story, it was time for this couple to sit down with Dr. Chris Donaghue to see if there was hope.
I know you guys are having a lot of conflict in your marriage right now, but it's really important for me to ask you, honestly, are you both really committed to this? And is this the relationship that you really want to make last?
Absolutely.
Yes, with all my heart.
I think I caused a lot of the issues because my anger is a big problem, and my jealousy has caused a lot of problems as well.
Tell me a little bit about this past weekend. Something happened with your ring.
Whenever we get into an argument, she sits there and says, I'll pack my stuff and I'll go. I've dealt with that every time that something's happened. So this time it just kind of blew up. I took my ring off and showed her what it feels like.
Okay, that is a very psychologically and emotionally abusive thing to do, both of you. That is not okay. The rules of fair fighting is you do not threaten to end the relationship unless you really, really mean it. That's a horrible thing to do.
That's what I saw when I was younger, and that's what I'm doing in my relationship. And I know it's not healthy, and I get a little bit better, and then I get a little bit worse.
New relationships will always have to deal with the baggage of the past ones. But a real commitment made means I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna work through whatever comes up and I'm gonna learn how to be an adult and I'm not going anywhere. What is the quality of romance and affection in your marriage?
It's very little. I don't feel as pretty as I used to feel. I feel like he could tell me I'm beautiful a little bit more.
I tell her that I love her. I tell her that she's beautiful, and nothing I say is good enough.
This is what happens. People get married and they're like, check, we move in together, check, we have kids, check, like, we're done. No, you have to stay in all the early stages of relationship. You have to still court each other. You have to still flirt with each other. You still have to romance each other. Don't think that because you're married and have kids that we're done, we don't have to do that anymore. Every single day, you have to do something affectionate or romantic every single day. It gives you that connected, loving, caring base, and it eases the way we feel about each other when we're upset. It eases the conflict. Talk to me about sex. What role does sex play in your marriage?
I feel like it's a chore.
It's a horrible way to have sex.
I know. I feel like we don't know each other anymore.
You don't.
If we can't fix our problems, I'm afraid that our relationship will end.
Everything you guys do as a couple, hours, weeks, and days before you try to have sex, is brought into that moment. So if you want to have more sex, you have to think about that days and hours and weeks in advance. Do you think you're up for it?
Yeah, I am.
You have to be.